Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today the Houston Astros have beat the Los Angeles Angels 8-7. Great win for the Astros in the series, and get another series win and another series for the Astros where they don't lose. It is now a month of series, a little bit over a month of series for the Houston Astros where they are not losing the series. The Astros have not had a series loss since they were in Tampa in the middle of May. That is very impressive. So another series won for the Astros, but now the next two series for the Astros will be very hard series against the Cubs and Phillies at home, but they're headed back home 45-33, 12 games over. And now their road record is a lot better after this solid road trip of being 4-3. So I think last game was definitely a big downer of the way the Astros played, but you look at the other two games in this series where the Astros won, I think you got to be very positive the way they played. And then you look at the two wins as well with the way the Astros offensively played in some of these wins in this road trip. Some of their best games on the road this year came in this road trip right here. And so I think this is the best we've seen this team on the road in this season. I think you saw some games offensively these last couple games, like yesterday, and a couple of those games, a couple of those games in Sacramento were not great, but you saw the two games where they put up 24 runs and 35 hits in two games, and then you saw today where the 8 runs and 13 hits. I think you've got to be very impressed with those 3 games right there in this road trip. And then, obviously, offensively, I don't know if you'd be really proud of the performance on Friday, but it was a very great pitching performance on Friday, limiting the Angels to only 2 runs in 10 innings. But yeah, so 8-7 final score, 13 hits for the Astros, 11 for the Angels, 1 error for the Angels today, 0 for the Astros. Win goes to Gusto, 5-3 record for him now, 6 innings, giving up 6 hits, 5 earned runs, 7 strikeouts. The earned runs got kind of high for Gusto. He was looking good. He started off really nice. 3 innings, no runs given up. Then he gave up 2 in the 4th, and then was very troubling when he gave up a 3-run home run to Schoonel. And so it was those 2 big home runs that he had that really hurt him today. But outside of that, he looked pretty solid. It was just those 2 long balls that really hurt him. No walks given up for Gusto today, but he still gets the win. Loss goes to Strickland. He's 1-2 in the year now. His 2 losses come in this series, I believe. Yeah, his 2 losses come in this series. That's crazy. But 3 hits given up, 3 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 2 walks. Save goes to Josh Hader's 19 save. This is the couple times this year where of his 19 saves where you've seen him kind of get in a little bit of trouble there at the end of the game. He saw it in Chicago. This is not the first time he's given up a home run late in the ninth. He did it against Chicago. He's done it against LA now. There's nothing I think to be concerned about Josh Hader. Still has yet to blow a save this year. Still very impressed with what he did today. Had a little bit of rough there, giving up a home run to Neto, but bounced back, got 2 strikeouts. Hope the Astros close this game out and get his 19th save of the year. And it's like 22 straight now without blowing a save for Hader. All right, the scoring did start with Logan O'Hoppe hitting a 2-run shot, 373 feet that scored Ward. And, of course, the Astros are great at coming back this year when down big deficits. When it's 2-0, 3-0, there's been bigger one. I mean, they had one this year where they were down 7-1. So Dubon hits a home run, his 3rd at this point. This was his 3rd in the last less than a week. The 3rd home run in 5 days for Dubon, and then Pena hits a home run, and it was near back to back. Yorme had an at-bat between that, and then Pena hit the home run. Jeremy was at DH today for most of the day. And then in that same inning, Myers scores off an error. Smith is safe at first on the fielding error by Rengifo. That was the only error. And then the Astros benefit off that error because Christian Walker has an RBI double that scores Smith. It's 4-2. But that same inning, the Angels get it right back. Schoonel hits a home run to right, 390 feet. Wade Jr. and Moore scored 5-4, but it's not long after that Dubon hits another one, so that's now 4 home runs in 5 days for Dubon, where he hits another one. This one's a 2-run shot. I think this is the first home run of the year for Dubon where it's a multi-run. I know the last 3 home runs in the last 5 days Dubon has had all are or solo shots. And I think the first one he had, which was in Houston, I believe it was against San Diego, was a solo shot. I might be wrong about that, but I think the home run he had, which was against San Diego, I believe, was a solo shot. So that was the first multi-home run for Dubon this year, and that was 402 feet to left center. Hummel scores at 6-5. JP with the RBI double to left in that same inning scores Guillorme at 7-5. Myers sac flies, makes it 8-5, and then Schoonel with another RBI single scores Newman, and then the Neto home run in the ninth makes it a 1-run game. It's a little scary there, but the Astros get the dub. This game reminded me of a game last year where the Astros had a big lead and blew it against the Angels. I think it was Logan O'Hoppe who had a walk-off home run to win it for the Angels. I might be wrong about that, but I know they had a big walk-off home run for the Astros, shocked the Astros coming back from a big deficit. I think it was one of the most frustrating losses I think I witnessed for the Astros last season. There were a lot of frustrating losses last season, though, when they were really struggling. But especially that White Sox loss, too. But let's get to individual hitters for the Astros. JP was one of many players to have multiple hits for the Astros today, but he was leadoff 2 for 5, had a home run and an RBI double, 2 RBIs for Pena. He's had a lot of RBIs through this road trip. Jake Myers at the 2 spot today with Isak getting the day off, and it was a 2 for 4 day for Myers with a infield single and a regular single in the 5th inning, and then a sac fly for an RBI for Jake in the 6th inning. And then Altuve was 1 for 4 today. He walked in the 6th, and he infield single in the 1st. That was it for him. Can Smith was 1 for 4, batting at 4 today. Single to right, Altuve to 2nd, and he scored a run today as well. He walked in the 6th and scored a run off the error. He got on base because of an error. He got on base because of an error he got on base because of an error in the 5th inning. Myers scored off of that, and then he scored a run in the 6th inning, I believe. He did score a run in that 5th inning when Walker hit the RBI double. That's when he scored the run. The 6th inning was just a walk. I think it was 2 outs. He didn't do anything after the walk. So that the 5th inning was where his run came today. Christian Walker was 2 for 5. Back-to-back games for Walker with an RBI. It was RBI double did it for Walker to score Smith. He had a single to right in the 9th inning. That was it for Walker. 2 flyouts to center and a strikeout. Victor Caratini was 1 for 5. Single to right for Caratini in the 2nd. Then a line out and 2 flyouts and a strikeout, and that was it for Caratini. Cooper Hummel did score a run today, but that was because he had a walk in the 6th inning. No hits for him today. 0 for 3. Isak Paredes did come in late in the game, even though it was the day off for him. He had a single to left, 2 hits in the 9th inning, even though no runs came. That would have made the Neto home run a lot stressful if a lot less stressful if they would have scored a run in that 9th inning. But Walker gets to 2nd, and that was the only at bat for the pinch hitter Isak Paredes. Dubon was 2 for 4, hit his 2 home runs, had a walk in the 7th inning, rare walk for Dubon. And then Luis Guillorme was 1 for 4 today with a single to right in the 6th inning, and that was the only hit of his day. Ryan Gusto, after he went 6 innings, Brian King did go 0 2/3, giving it 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. The rare struggles for him. Brian Abreu went 1 1/3, 18 pitches, a lot better than his last time he pitched in the Friday game. He pitched 30 pitches in 1 inning. This was much better. 1 1/3, 18 pitches, 1 hit given up, 3 strikeouts for Abreu, and already went over what Hader did today. So great win for the Astros. Off day tomorrow. That's much needed after a 13-hit day. So the boys get some rest and come back with 2 very tough opponents at home where the Astros play really well. That's going to be great to see. 2 series, and one of those series, Cal Tucker returns to Houston. That should be very fun to see starting on Friday. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on this game, and peace out, go Astros.